All right, so let's get started. First things first, turn to the person to your left and tell them 3 things you're grateful for today. Quick and short and easy.
I don't know.
Now everybody turned away from each other. What you got?
I don't got nothing today.
You have gratitudes. They can be simple, my friend.
Oh,
Simple gratitude. That's one.
Everybody's coming.
Everybody's coming.
Man, it's gonna be a great day.
It is gonna be a great day. It is. You look good. You got on a Hawaiian shirt.
It's part of my uniform.
That's a good news. Today, my gratitude for you're happy.
But mostly my gratitude.
Yeah, and then my third thing that I was grateful for today was
It's not too warm yet. It's not going from gratitude to complaining yet.
gratitude. Good deal. There you go. It doesn't have to be a big deal.
Yeah, 16.
Okay, let's get back to it. We have officially trained our brains this morning to show gratitude and see that the world's a friendly place, and that's a good thing. I'm going to give you guys something else to be grateful for. Stay with me here. I'm going to show you something really
The red hat and the beard and the shirt.
Come back to us. Had time. 3 short gratitudes. It's over now.
I think Jason's back. Right?
Hello. Say it there.
Attention.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to give you guys something else to be grateful for today. Something extremely cool. We don't have it back yet, but we have sent our real estate review off to a design company just to have them do some last touches on it. Make sure that it is exactly how we want it. Right now, our real estate review has already seen some improvements, but we want to be pros, right? We want to make it absolutely as good as it can. So right now, I'm going to take you through what our review looks like. You've got this cover page, really shows off the agent, their contact info, the seller info at the top. Then we go into the property facts. We have the last picture of the listing, the front of the house, just there, and then the property facts that come with it, and the advertising verbiage from the last listing. We've got information on the condition of the home. This is changing drastically in our remake. It may or may not have a reference for an inspection company. I'm thinking it will not. The way that this works with our printing it through USA Mortgage to have it bound and high gloss, full color bleed, and half price, we will have to collect from anyone with any type of advertising on it in order for them to meet RESPA guidelines. So I don't know that I want to run out and try to get inspectors to pay for advertising on these. So we will have good inspection information on here, but that's probably about it for that page. Next, we go into how to look up comparables. Today, I'm going to show you how to pull these and make sure that you know how to create that and make sure that you know how to find those stats. Then we have the pricing worksheet for property comps. And a QR code can be generated there for that. And then we have our equity worksheet, so they can figure out how much usable equity they have if they wanted to do a HELOC and look into these options for their HELOC. Then we have our lender page telling them more about HELOCs and what can be done with them. And then we have our insurance page letting people know that people are grossly underinsured right now, and they need to make sure they have enough coverage. So those are the items in our real estate review. I'm going to show you now what we're going to do that is absolutely going to tilt your axis and make you happy about being at Smith and Associates. We had I won't even call it a meeting because it was just a text together, and staff likes this idea. They were asked and not told, and we really have great staff. Everybody just give staff a look and a nod right now. Little affirmation there. We have a great staff. So let's look up a house. Jeff.
Yeah.
You want to do an RER on your house with me?
Sure.
All right. What's your address?
1070 Red Maple Street.
1070 Red Maple Street.
Yep. Centerton.
There we go. We're going to go in a half a mile radius. Active, pending, and sold. And we're going to check out the results. So Red Maple, that's on your street right there. I'm going to make sure that we just go ahead and select Maple Estates. I'm going to go back to the criteria, and we're going to call that where we want to go. What's the size of your house?
2550.
All right, so let's go 2,000 to 3,000 square feet. We have 27 matches. What year was your home built?
2019.
If we do that, we have 26. There's a lot going on there, man.
Yeah.
Whole lot of real estate happening. Let's lower that to 90 days. There, now we got 19. How many bedrooms?
4.
4 bedrooms. How many bathrooms?
3.
3 full?
Yep.
3 full. Now we're down to 15. Land?
0.26.
So no, we're not going to mess with that.
They're all the same.
Let's bring that down in the solds to 30 days. Well, that only brought us down to 11. There really is
There's
a lot.
of new construction.
Well, we said 2019 on year built.
That can't be right.
Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's a new construction, 2022, 2022.
There should only be
2022.
2. There should be 1 pending and 1 sold in the last 30 days there.
So we're going through these really quickly, and all of them are new construction.
Except for if you go back to the results.
I don't-
There's
There it is. I'm going to do 2015 to 2020. And we have 0 matches.
So wouldn't you do 2021 minus? So no new construction, you know what I'm saying?
I can. 0. Zero.
Why is that? That can't, I mean,
Well, because there aren't any that aren't new construction in the last 6 months that sold. Everybody that bought is staying there right now.
so they just had a house close on Silver Maple, and then there's 1 pending, my next door neighbor on Red Maple.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm
No,
just
I-
telling you that's what the
Yeah,
data
So we
shows.
could pick, I could pick them out
Um,
of that list to do the comps.
So this one's 2022.
No,
Some are 3.
5.
That might be.
Let's do 3 to 5. And let's change our year from 2015 to 2021. And we've got 2 matches. There it is.
There we go.
Okay, so this isn't really, I don't see enough comps here, especially sold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this map and I'm going to see there's a neighborhood here as well. There's a neighborhood here. So let's branch out just a little bit. I'm going to leave that shape there that we already have. I'm going to come around. I'm going to select that neighborhood. And I think I'm going to select part of this one. And let's see what we come up with. Now I'm going to delete this shape. I'm going to go back to criteria and take the neighborhood out. 15 matches. Let's change this back to 4 bedrooms. We're down to 13 or 11. Let's change this. What year was yours built again?
2019.
2019. Let's see if it does anything. 35. 2019 to 2019. Let's see what that does. 2. Let's say 2019 to 2021. 7. Let's bring that to 2020 and change this to 2018. Now we've got a 1-year range around all of them. We've got 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,000 to 3,000 square feet. I'm going to go ahead and narrow that in. You said your house is 25 something.
2550.
Let's do 2,200 to 2,800. And we've got 8 matches. I like those odds. We've got 1 pending. The rest are sold. Love it. I'm into that. I'm going to look. I'm going to make sure that we don't have great big parcels of land in here somehow. And we don't. So now I've got my comps. This one, that's odd. They used, it was built in 2020 and they still used that dang picture. I'm going to take that guy out. 2019, 2018, 2020. We're looking good now. I'm happy with this. Everybody else happy?
Yep.
That's what we strive for. Happy people. I'm going to refine and narrow that down. Now I've got 7. I've got 1 pending. I've got 6 sold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print that list. And we're going to do agent single line. Okay. I'm going to print that to a PDF. I'm going to download that PDF. Jeff McGregor RER comps. Save. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back to my results. I'm going to go to stats, tabular. There's my breakdown. I'm going to print that breakdown, save it as a PDF. Jeff McGregor RER stats. Save. I'm going to go to my email. And let's send this to our admin. RER, please. Seller name, Jeff and Heidi Gregor. Tell me your address again.
1070 Red Maple.
Centerton, Arkansas. Attach. Send. Now, what happens from there is Felicia will create the real estate review. You did the comps, you sent the seller info. Felicia will now, off of the list of comps, create a QR code and upload that stats sheet and the property information into a real estate review. You are done. I expected rompous applause.
I'm very
That was stunned silence.
Or Tana. So send that to your admin. They will do the rest. That is now how we complete real estate reviews. Raise your hand if you like that.
Sorry, Tanya.
Great.
It is a fantastic method. And guys, I don't know if you're listening or not because I see you talking, but this is something that no other company I know of has ever supported people with. And the reason we want to support you with this is because real estate reviews can create a strong business. We want you to create a strong business and we want it to be as easy as possible for you to do that. We want you to feel supported. And this is a fantastic way for you to get listings. This is a fantastic way for people to feel like you're providing value. It is providing value. Now, what you do from there is very simple. You create I'm going to share my screen again here. You create your RER, and I'm going to show you how to go through it with your client. So this is what I have in front of me. I've brought it with me, and I sit down with Jeff, and I say, hey, man, how's your family?
Man, they're great.
Yeah,
They're crazy.
they're
But
crazy.
they're great.
You guys have plans this summer? You going on a trip?
Yeah,
Where are you going?
we're gonna go to Florida.
You're going to go, what part?
Orlando?
Orlando.
Yeah,
You going to Disney?
I don't know.
You going to Universal?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
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 Which would you prefer to go to?
I've never been to Universal, so we went last year and went to 3 of the parks. Now we might just hang out with the fam at the big house.
Do you have family down there or other families going with you guys?
Heidi's family lives in like South Carolina, Georgia, so we got an 11-bedroom house.
Really?
Last summer.
Holy
And we
smokes.
spent the whole time at the parks and didn't get to hang out. So this year we might just hang at the house because it's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll probably go to one park and Universal would be it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to hear about that. I haven't been in Universal either.
Well, let's go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
11 bedrooms, one's for me.
Sure.
Okay.
Somebody will drop out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
11 full bathrooms too.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
And it's cheap. It's got an arcade, movie theater in it.
Swimming pool?
Yeah.
That's
Screened
awesome.
in.
Yeah.
Keep the bugs away.
Yeah. They screen them in down
Yeah.
there. That's amazing.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun.
It's free.
It's free?
Mother-in-law pays for it.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fantastic,
He entices people to, hang out.
man. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Well, hey, I brought you this thing. You can look at it now or later, but I do want to show you. It's about your house,
Okay.
and it's got some information in here on how to keep up with your house. Some people actually even get an inspection after they've been there for years and know that they're staying for years,
Yeah.
just to know what's
We
going on. with
plan
it.
on staying, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
You might get it inspected after a bit to make sure you're keeping up with it right and no surprises.
Okay.
And then this part here just goes over the values. I can show you here the ones that have sold. The average price per square foot is about 187.50. And with your square feet of
25 feet.
1926, if you do the math on that, 1926 times the 187.50, you're looking at a value of about 360 right now, which is pretty solid compared to what you paid. You can go through these and kind of do this worksheet on how your home compares to the other ones. You know, if you have updates that they don't have, you might not be in that average. You might actually be closer to the max. I don't know. But that's for you to look at and decide on this.
Okay.
And just kind of rate your home against the other ones, and then decide on where you want your price per square foot to be. Of course, then you'd multiply it here and then find your equity. Now, one of the things that I want to make sure that you understand is part of that equity is usable. And you could use that to build the privacy fence, replace your roof, remodel the kitchen, buy an investment to pay for your kids' college. Anything you wanted to do with that, you'd have the option to do. And that would give you an idea of how much you could use there. And then this is a guy that I do recommend for doing that with. He knows his business well. Also, because your values have gone up, I'd really advise you looking over your insurance coverage. It'd be awful if something terrible happened and you didn't have enough coverage.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
I just wanted to give that to you, man. You can check it out later if you want to.
Sweet,
Do
man.
you have any questions for me about it?
Well, my neighbor sold their house
Hmm?
and they got a lot more for it.
Then yours is
Then they
probably
were
worth a
listed.
lot more if it's a lot like theirs. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, that's a great conversation, Jason. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. No problem. Just something I wanted to give you guys. So
Should we
yeah.
go to lunch?
You want to go to lunch?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
So when are you going to Florida again?
September.
September. Not really summer.
So actually, summer goes until September 21st.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. So
Oh.
actually, we are going in the summer.
I learn something new every day.
Okay.
Yeah. It never mattered to me either until now. Yeah.
Yeah. We go after the kids go back to school, then we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because we can do that because of the age of the kids.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Less people.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
So guys, that's it. That's how I go over a real estate review. I hope that helps you guys. The purpose of the real estate review. This is very important, gang, because a lot of people will crank out real estate reviews and then get discouraged that nobody that they did a real estate review for listed their property or used the equity in their home to buy an investment. That is not the purpose of the real estate review. Who knows the purpose of a real estate review? Jeff McGregor.
To stay front of mind and be the professional. So when the need arises, whether it's for them or somebody else, you are the person that they think of.
We stay front of mind by providing value. Yeah. On average, homeowners know 4 others that will buy or sell this year. We are looking at that. That is our target. We stay front of mind by providing value. And guys, some of this stuff is an absolute service that could save their butts. It really could. The insurance thing could save their bacon. For a long time, reviewing their interest rate was a great thing to do for them and really helped them. Right now, it's not for the most part. We provide value by talking about getting a home inspection. They may not, if it's a crawl space, they may not realize there's microbial growth happening under their home. And having somebody look at that now versus later may help keep major issues from happening down the road. So this is a very valuable thing that we're providing people for nothing because we love them, and we really do. We care about them. Notice that when I presented the RER, the first thing I did was forward. The last thing I did was forward. The meeting was not about me. The meeting was not about me. We wanted to make it about them. So start with forward, end with forward. All you've got to do is provide the agent single line sheet, the address and client names, and the stats sheet to your office admin. They will create it for you. If you want USA Mortgage to print this, they will do that once a week. So we have a deadline that we're waiting for them on, where they will give us a deadline on the day to have those in by, and then they'll give us a day that we can pick them up at. And that may be something where Corey and Suki decide that they'll drop them by the office. I don't know. Either way, we're getting a great deal on these. In order to do this, you will have to set up an account with their marketing department. That will include your credit card. So if you want to do that through USA Mortgage and have the booklet style, full bleed, full color print, that's how that will go. If not, we can totally still print those at the office. We can print them out on the new format or the old. If you do the old format, you just need the one 11 by 14 sheet, fold it in half, you're done. If you want the new format, it'll be 3 sheets, I believe. I think there's 6 total pages on this. So that's that. Any questions?
About mailing them out.
So the success ratio that we see on mail out versus face-to-face is a huge difference. Huge difference. I believe it was 50% ratio is what was reported by Ninja on face-to-face, getting referrals and success. So no, it was 30%, I believe. So 3 out of 10 they got business out of. I'm going to have to check on that. I'm going to have to check on those stats. I'm not remembering those correctly. Anybody remember those correctly? Okay. But I remember it was huge. And then I remember that a mail out was more like 1 out of 10. So I'll get those stats from a Ninja installation person and let you know what those were. But I know it was a big enough difference that I said, oh, I'm not going to mail those out. And then email was near 0. So emailing them was absolutely squat. I would say if they don't want to meet face-to-face, say, cool, I'll just drop it by. And even putting that in their front door jam and taking a picture of it and texting it to them shows them an effort that mailing it does not. But I remember the stat was low enough on mailing it that I wouldn't do it if I were you. Yeah. I receive them in the mail. It's really weird. Ninjas across the nation have me on their mailing list, and they're really not doing real estate reviews correctly. They're sending me a brochure type thing, full page brochure. Here's your real estate review, and it's like the California market. Like, that's expensive. So they're not doing it property specific like that, but yeah. Anything else? Questions? Yes.
When you're doing.
What's the,
Fair market value, but when insurance companies evaluate your house, they look at the replacement value for insurance purposes. So how do you explain to a client why this is valuable if you're looking at fair market versus replacement?
Because replacement cost has gone up with the market.
Are they correlated, do you know?
They probably are, because we have new builds that are complete replacement value. So we compare affordability in resales to affordability in, or pricing in new construction. So they are definitely related. And with those prices going up also, they need to understand that in insurance, and this is good knowledge for you guys to know too, they will have a percentage spread. We'll cover 25% more than what your policy is for replacement. So they do talk that way, but we don't have to be the expert on insurance. We have to
Tell
be
them to
able
call
to
the
send them to the right person
Yeah.
and go from there. But yeah, the values on replacement have definitely gone up. Lumber went up, everything went up. So yeah, it's expensive. Anything else?
And that's why you need it.
That's why you need it. Yep.
I got one.
Yeah.
Christian's.
So what is the cost breakdown on, per real estate review on if it's USA Mortgage versus if it's in office?
I don't have those numbers yet, but I'll get them. And what I can tell you is that the USA Mortgage printout will be extremely similar because their printing costs are cheaper to print, and they pay a portion of it because they are advertising on it, and so does G&G. So 2 of those pages we're not paying for. And then 4 of the pages we are, but it's cheaper than what we are paying per page to print in the office. So I think it's going to be an extremely similar price. Anything else? Okay, again, you don't have to use USA Mortgage. You can print it out here however you want to. You can even print it in black and white. I'll tell you, I would rather you do something than do nothing. And if you print it in black and white here, it's free. Start building your business and creating some, attracting some clients by providing value and sitting down with people and going through these things. And then you'll be more than happy to spend the money on more professional product. Make sense? Cool. I have even seen people cover a real estate review in a video, like a screen video, where they share their screen and then they have a window with their face. They go over it, they record it, and they send that to their client. You could host that on a Google Drive and delete that when your storage space starts getting full if you wanted to. I'm telling you guys, doing something is so much better than doing nothing. Don't let this stop you just because you don't have funds. Print it in black and white, go see people. If you get face-to-face, the success ratios skyrocket. They just skyrocket. I think it's 6 out of 10, but I will get those numbers because it makes a difference. Anything else? No? Who's going to do 2 RERs this week? Jeff? Hey, we got hands. We got half hands. We got half hands, and I understand. That's good. All right. Well, that's all I got, guys. Felicia, anything to add? No? Tana? All right. Have a great week. Appreciate you guys.